B'Shem Hashem Nasi v'Naseach, B'ezrat Hashem. We continue our Koler Chasut program. B'ezrat Hashem. Tonight's program is sponsored for Hastacha and success of Eliyahu ben Moshe and his Mishpacha, and for Hastacha of Yosef ben Ezra, David ben Ezra, Nima ben Behjat, and Kol Am Yisrael, and the Hastacha of all the Yehudim, for Refuah Shelema of Nejat ben Muhtaram, Yitzchak ben Esther, Refuah Shelema of Moreno Rabbeinu Harav Eliyahu ben Malchas Saltanat, and all Cholei Am Yisrael, B'ezrat Hashem, by coming of Mashiach Tzidkenu B'mehera B'yameinu, we should only see Yeshuot and Semachot B'nomar Amen. Amen. Okay, so the Zohar of this week's Parashat is very interesting one, and so we're going to learn the Zohar B'ezrat Hashem. So this Zohar talks about the importance of learning Torah and what Torah can do to a person. Vayikach Korach ben Isa ben Rahat ben Levi, famous pasuk that Korach, the son of Isar, the son of Rahat, the son of Levi, he started up something. So what is Rabbi Abba learns from here? Hanechamadim misahab umpaz rab umetukim midevash venofet sofim. That Nechamadim, Torah is more important and beloved than gold, than all the jewelries and the sweet. It is more sweet than honey. Ve'amar kama ilain pitka oraita ve'kama yachirin inun. That how important, how beloved is Torah, Divrei Torah, and how valuable it is. Te'ivin inun de lela u'te'ivin inun de kola. That is so much chashuv. Nechshavim hem, the mala, but the olamot shel mala, by HaKadosh Baruch Hu and all the malachim. V'nechashim hem le kula. And everyone is would give importance and is chashuv in the eyes of everyone, even the mala, no, even the mata, le kulam, for everyone. Ubegin de inun shama gadisha, mishom shedivrei Torah hem Hashem HaKadosh. Why? Because as we know, the whole Torah HaKadosha, Torah shebichtav, is the holy names of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ve'ishtadel be'oraita de'ishtadel b'shma kadisha. And whoever is involved with learning of Torah, he is involved with learning the names of Hashem. He is constantly saying the names of Hashem. Ve'ishtezib mikula. And Torah learning could save a person from all sorts of ra'ah lo aleinu. Ve'ishtezib be'almat. Then ve'ishtezib be'almat de'ateh. And Torah can, learning of Torah, limud Torah can save a person in Olam Hazeh as well as Olam Haba. Ta Hazeh, bo re, come and see. Come and see. Kol man de'ishtadel be'oraita, achid be'ilana de'chayeh. That whoever is involved with learning of Torah is as if he's grabbing onto Eschaim, the tree of life. Kevan de atid be bekola achid. Bekivan de machzir ba. And as soon as he is grabbing onto the tree of life, machzir bechol amidot hakadoshot. Ki haTorah kolelet et kol hakadoshot. He's not just grabbing onto the tree of life. No. He is grabbing onto all the important, all the important kedusha and tahara, all the holiness. Dichtib, as it says in pasuk, eschaim hi lemachazechim ba. That it says in Mishlei, Shlomo HaMelech teaches us that Torah is compared to eschaim, tree of life, to those who grab onto it. So Rabbi Yitzchak goes on to say right? The benefits of involving and learning Torah. Kol man deishtadel beoraita cheiru itle mikula, that whoever is involved with Torah learning, he has true freedom. He has true cherut, right? That he is free from all sorts of servitudes. Cherut mimita. Number one, he is free from all sorts of impure powers that are called mabed, death. Kama da amran, as it says in other place, begin de cheru ale sharaya mishom sheshora alab midah kedusha hanichlet cherut. That when a person learns Torah, there is this characteristic, there is this midah of kedusha, holiness, that is called cherut, freedom. And this midah would come and protect him against all sorts of impure powers that are called maved, lo alenu. Ve'achid ve'chuz b'midah zo al yedei esek Torah. And a person who learns Torah, he can achieve this midah, the midah of getting saved from all sorts of impurities, maved, lo alenu. Ve'ilu Am Yisrael hayu mit'atelin be'oraita. If all the Am Yisrael would crown themselves with the Torah, with the crown of Torah, Ishte zivu mikula vela ishte kachu begaluta. Then what will happen? Says Zohar HaKadosh, Yehudim, all the Jews, would be freed from this galut. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will save them from this galut. In other words, learning Torah will speed up the process of Mashiach. Mashiach will come early if we learn Torah, and we will be saved from all sorts of hardships of galut. Dehahu kitib, as it says in many other sefarim acherim, ilu Israel mit tarrin oraita ishte zivu mikelo velo ishtechu begaluta kitib. Right? That if vezeu shekatuv ala Torah, it says about Torah, that those who involve with Torah charut al haluchot, atikh le charut ela cherut. Right? That the pasuk that talks about the haluchot, that the 10 commandments, Aseret HaDibrot were scribed, right, into the luchot, into the stones. Don't read them, right, charut. Rather read them cherut, which means the cherut ze nimsa beTorah. Whoever, right, learns Torah, Torah Kedusha, will bring him the blessings of becoming free. ומהמשך רבי יצחק לגלות את כוח התורה. So Zohar HaKadosh goes on to say that which Rabbi Yitzchak says, that what Torah could do to a person, revealing all the secrets. Oraita ihi chela demina. That Torah is the koach. Torah is the power of yamin. Right? Yamin, we have two powers. One is the power of yamin, right, which is rachamim, which is mercy. And there is another power that is exact opposite of yamin, is semol, left hand, which is the koach, which is the midah of judgment. Torah is mercy, is rachamim, is right, is yamin. As Torah is compared to mayim. Mayim is also midat chesed, mercy. Kama da'at amar, as it says in pasuk in Devarim, mimino esh dat lamo, שמימינו של הקדוש ברוך הוא ניתנה התורה נקראת אש. And as if to say, if HaKadosh Baruch Hu has a physical place, right side of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, right, is called, right side of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, there is Torah. And this Torah is called Esh Dat. Le'am Israel, this is like fire. Torah is also compared to fire. Those who involve themselves with learning of Torah, they warm up each other, right? As Gemara explains, right, that they were in, I believe it's in Masechet Tanit, that they were Tanaim, that they would learn Torah, and when they were learning Torah, any bird who would fly up from them would get burned, right? Barbecue, right? That is the Esh Torah that could warm up. It's like is like fire. Usmala itkelil bimina, and small, the left of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the midat din. Nichtal biyamin. Midat HaChesed is the opposite of midat yamin. Al yedei HaTorah HaKadusha, that by learning Torah HaKadusha, man de'avid yimina semala usmala yimina, kol mi she'oseh me'yamin. What's going on? So we go, maybe you want to check check from the window. You could check.
Pause.
No, don't pause it. No. Alright. So we're talking about this. Power of Torah. That Torah is mercy, is rachamim, and Torah can secure us from all sorts of mabed, all sorts of judgments, all sorts of impurities, all sorts of deen and judgment. So Rabbi Yitzchak goes on to explain, Ukigon shemachmir kishra'ui la'aqel ol mikir kishra'ui la'achmir v'kadome v'gome la'akber et midot ha'chesed v'hadin shelo b'mchomam. Mi she'oseh me'hayamin semol v'asemol yamin כשאינו מתנהג בדרך התורה, שמחמיא כשראוי להגל אור מקל כשראוי להחמיא וכדומה, וגורם להגביר. הכל בסדר? Okay. So Zohar HaKadosh teaches us that whoever would mess up the order of Shamayim, in other words, where there is Qula, he goes the Khumrah. Where there is Khumrah, he goes the Qula. Where he is supposed to be lenient, he goes and he is too strict. Right? And when he is supposed to be stringent, he goes the Qula. It is as if he is mixing up the Deen and Rachamim. Right? As our Chachamim teach us, that a person should be strict on himself and not imposing stringencies, right, chumrot on others, right? And a person, especially somebody who is posek, right, a good posek would always try to find hula, right, leniencies for qahad, for people that they can adhere by it, that they can follow and they can easily perform the mitzvot of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ha-ihu ke'ilu Kharib alma, harehu keilu, ikhrib et haolam, lo alenu. One who learns, one who messes up this system is as if he is destroying the whole world. Another verse now it goes on to explain, Ta chazeh, come and see, Aharon HaKohen hu yemina, that Aharon HaKohen, all the Kohenim, they have the midah of chesed, ohev shalom verodev shalom. They are the yamin, they are the chesed, the kindness, right? Mercy of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Right? Levayei semala, right? V'haluin hem semol midat hadin. They are against of midat hadin, they are the rachamim. Korach baye lemebad khilufa dimina usmala. Now this is a very interesting subject. What Korach did is explained by Zohar, that he tried to mess up the order. Korach is from Shevet Levi. Shevet Levi is the midah of din, is the midah opposite of midah of rachamim, is opposite of kohen. So Korach came and Rasa la'achlif et hayamin b'smol. He wanted to make this opposite. She'avodat hakohanim tihye lelevim. What he saw in the vision, he saw that later on, he saw that in Latin Lavo, in the times of Mashiach, he will be the Kohen. So he thought that everything has to be equal, everything has to be chesed, everything has to be like the Kohenim. What he didn't understand was at the time his job was to be Levi. One of the reasons that all the Levim are supposed to shave their hair is because hair represents din. And we don't want him to have too much judgment. Begin kach did nash, because of this Korach was punished. Vela od ella, not only this, ishtekach be leshana bisha, that we find by Korach that he spoke lashon hara. He spoke lashon hara against Moshe Rabbeinu. With anash bekula, and because of all of the above, lashon hara against Moshe Rabbeinu, and trying to mess the order of the olam, din and rachamim, he was punished. So another verse from here we see that in this world, in olam hazeh, we need din and rachamim. We need judgment and mercy at the same time. As Rabbeinu Moshe Chaim Losato Alav Shalom Ramchal teaches us in Derech Hashem, that in the beginning, Bereshit bara Elokim et Hashamayim ve'et haaretz. In the beginning, the whole creation was with Midat Elokim. Elokim is the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu that has to do with judgment. But then the world couldn't continue its existence. Why? Because everyone, as soon as a person would do an avera lo alenu, sin, then he would get punishment, and this would not be, there would not be any mercy. So with this, the world couldn't continue. Then HaKadosh Baruch Hu came and he added midat rachamim, which is Yud Ke Vav Ke. So let's go on. Rabbi Yehuda now argues with Rabbi Yitzchak, and he holds the sover shekorach lo lasa la'achlif et hayamin b'smol. So he argues, he says, no, really, Korach didn't want to mess up the order, didn't want to mess up the yamin that is supposed to be mercy, chesed, with the small that is supposed to be din, judgment. No, he didn't want to do that. Ela semala it kelil tadi bimena. Really, small, nichlal tamid biyamin. That really small is already left, is already within right. Left is already within right. Korach ba להחלפה תיקונה דלעילה ותעתה. קורח רצה להחליף את התיקון שלמעלה ושלמטה, שמידת הדין תהיה שולטת לבד, ולא נכללת במידת החסד הממתיחה אותה. So says Rabbi Yehuda that what Korach wanted to do, he wanted to not uproot, he wanted to, in a way, exchange, right? In a way to switch, right? The midah of din with the midah of chesed, right? In the olamot shel mala, in the upper worlds. Begin kach it abid me'ela v'tata. Milemala lemata, and therefore v'lachen ne'vad milemala umilmata. He wanted to exchange the din and rachamim of upper words with the bottom words. Another was, yes, Olam Hazeh should still have two midot, but my understanding is he wanted to exchange something, one of these midot with the upper words with the bottom with Olam Hazeh. Vayikach Korach, my Vayikach. Now Zohar HaKadosh goes on to explain what did he take, right? Et malachach nastiv eta bisha legarmei. That he took for himself a bad advice. What was the bad advice that Korach took? Ki the radaf batar the la'ab delay ihu arich migame shekol mi sherodef achar ma she'enu shelo oto davar. So, in other words, if I understand this correctly, Rabbi Yehuda teaches us in Zohar HaKadosh that which doesn't belong to you, don't go after. Right? Korach wanted to go after Midah of Rachamim, Chesed. Right? That wasn't his. Right? So, he went after it, Velo od ela afilu Ma deit be it avdit minei. That which is not yours and you go after, not only you're not going to achieve it, that which you are, you would lose your essence as well. In other words, they say in Farsi that kap umat ra raftane chi yad begire, that there was this bird that wanted to learn the walking of another bird, and he forgot his own way of walking. Is that right? Kap umat rah raftane. There was this bird wanted to learn something, and he lost. The bird lost his own way of living. Korach radif batar the love delay. Korach radaf acharei hakehuna she'ena shelo. Right? Korach made a big mistake. He saw in Ruach HaKodesh the future. That after Mashiach there is this opinion that Kohen and Levi they will switch their responsibilities. In other words, the person who was Levi until Mashiach, right? When Mashiach comes, he would become Kohen. So because of this Ruach HaKodesh that Korach saw, right? He wanted to become a Kohen instead of becoming a Levi. The day of it, v'ateh dare ravach et haleviya shelo avad lo aleinu. He lost his position of being a Levi. Right? Another word is, what is this that he took? Korach abil the machloket. He went after argument. Right? That's why the pasuk says he went after argument. V'shoel mai pirush machloket. What is the deeper understanding of machloket? Umeshib pelukta pirud v'chaluk upiresh peluga d'lela v'tata. Pirud lemala ulemata. So what he did, right? Because by machloket he perud. How can we explain perud? Perud lemala ulemata. I think he mixed up. Perud means mixed up.
Separate.
He's separate. Separate. And there was with the machloket that he went after. He separated, right, the heavens and the earth. Man de baye de afga tikhuna de alma. ומי שעושה להפריד את התיכון העולם שהוא השלום כדי לקמן. In other words, if a person wants to mess up the order of a word, right, by messing up shalom, he is messing up everything in this word. Right? As our Chachamim teach us in Gemara, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu lo masa keli machzir beracha ella shalom. That HaKadosh Baruch Hu did not find any better container than the container of shalom, peace, that we should have it in order to receive all the brachot. As Arav Ben Ishchai alav shalom teaches us, that Birkat Kohanim has how many words? 15, right? And our hands has 14 parts, right? Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right? This corresponds to the 14 of Birkat Kohanim, and the last word of Birkat Kohanim is Shalom. That's why our Chachamim have instituted that when we hold the cup of wine, we should hold it in our palm, and the palm becomes the Shalom. So this way, right, over here is explaining that if a person goes after Machloket, he is ruining all the blessings. He is ruining, right, he is destroying the Seder of Olam Haba and Olam Hazeh, right, all the blessings. Machloket pelukta de Shalom. Machloket choleket gam al halashon, al Shalom. Right, that Machloket is so bad, can go even against of Shalom. Uman the falik, umi shecholek, and the person who starts up the argument al Shalom, right, against peace, halehu palik al Shema Kadisha. He's just going after individuals, no. He's arguing, he's going after Hashem, right? He's going after Almighty Hashem. Begin, Dishma Kadisha Shalom Ichre. Why? Because the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Shalom. That's why one needs to be careful, right? Not to say the name of Hashem Shalom in the places that are impure, right? Because that's why in the morning we do not give Shalom to each other, right? Before saying Tefillah. Why? Because first you need to come give Shalom with your prayers to Hashem. That's why in the morning Halakha Lemasa is, if somebody sees someone else, should not say Shalom, should say So Becher, good morning, Boker Tov, so forth. Ta Chazeh, come and see. Alright, we have a few more lines to finish the Zohar HaKadosh. Ta Chazeh, come and see. En haolam omed let alma qaim. That the world cannot continue its existence ella al shalom. Right? That if there is shalom, the world can continue. Kad barach ursha berichu. Alma da yachid deit qaima ukeshebarach kodesh baruch hu olam lo yachol leitchalem ad de'ata v'shara alehu shalom. That when HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the whole world could not continue its existence until HaKadosh Baruch Hu came and he brought shalom to them. Shalom, peace, chesed, rachamim. Manhu hashalom shara aleihem umeshib. What is shalom? Right? Shabbat. The word was destroying until Hashem created Shabbat. Wow. Deyu shalama deilaye vetataye. That Shabbat, right, it's something that brings shalom between the upper worlds and the Olam Hazeh, this world that we're living in. Okay, then, ve'az sheba Shabbat, when the Shabbat comes, it qaima, it qayam alma, mit qayam olam. In other words, every Shabbat, the whole world that we're living in, it renews its existence. Uman defaleg Allah it abed ma'alma. And a person who is argues with Shalom, with Hashem, a person who destroys peace and harmony, goes after Machlochet, right? He goes after Hashem, right? And the bracha of Hashem, which is Shabbat, which is Shalom. Azai onosho sheived ma'olam. Wow. Just like Korach, that he started Machloket Hashem, killed him, he took him away from this world, so too if a person brings Machloket, is as if he is destroying the name of Hashem, he is destroying Shalom, he is destroying Shabbat, and so to a person who doesn't keep Shabbat, he is as if destroying the whole world. Selofchad palik al Shabbat. Selofchad came and he argued on Shabbat. Right? The Chava Shahaya, the Hava Mechoshesh Asim. B'yom Shabbat, in the case of Koshesh Asim in Yom Shabbat, right? Oman Inun. What is this Asim? What is the case of Asim referring to? Right? As we know, the individual that is unknown, right, and came and gathered together pieces of wood, right, or some say chopped pieces of wood. Right, wood to pieces on Shabbat, or he gathered pieces of wood, right, on Shabbat. It's a question, right? How come this was the second Shabbat? Some say it's the argument that this was the second Shabbat. Some say that this was the first Shabbat, and some say that Koshesh Asim had the best kavanah in mind. He wanted to show Am Israel, right, the importance of Shabbat, that by that if somebody doesn't keep Shabbat, there is Chayab Mitah, that there is the death punishment. Uma hakavana Asim. What is the Asim? Right? Pieces of wood referred to. Inun ilanin decharanin kedechamaran. That this refers to Hem Asim Achelim Kochot Hara. That there are other Asim. There are other impure powers. Ve'inun milen dechol. Ve'hem divrei chol. Wow. Koshesh Asim means divrei chol on Shabbat. That a person needs to refrain from divrei chol, mundane talk on Shabbat. V'chol b'chodesh lo shayre, hachol eino shora v'shochen v'chedusha. Because that which is mundane would not allow chedusha to come to it, right? And on Shabbat we want to have chedusha, we want to have only holiness. So we need to refrain from mundane. It's either chedusha or chas v'shalom is, right, opposite of chedusha, mundane, tum'ah. Mika'an u'le'alla lomdim, from here and on we learn, right? Shemilei dechol v'shabbat asir. From Koshesh Asim we learn that the words of divrei chol on Shabbat are prohibited. V'dai defalik al shalama de'alma. Right? V'dai selofchad she'asir b'divrei chol v'shabbat. That selofchad that was involved with the words of divrei chol on Shabbat, Chalak al hashalom shel olam, right? Caused opposite of shalom coming to world, right? Destruction lo aleinu. Velachen nenesh v'ne'emet min haolam. That's why it was punished and was taken away from this world. Rabbi Yossi Amar, Rabbi Yossi says, right? Brings the pasuk Ketib, right? In Tehillim. Shalom Rav le'ohavet Toratecha ve'garata shechalak al shalom chelek al Torah. That it is called the section of Shalom. Shalom is part of Torah. Shehare oraita hu Shalom. That Torah is Shalom. It's all one. Dichtiv, as it said in Mishlei, v'chol netivoteha Shalom. That all the fruits, all that which comes out from Torah is Shalom. Baruch Adonai Leolam, Amen, Amen. Be'ezrat Hashem HaKadosh Baruch Hu help us that we all be involved with Torah, ללמוד וללמד, לשמוע ולעשות, ונאמר Amen.